A refugee is someone who is forced to flee their home country because of fear from war, persecution, or violence. The Global Friends Coalition is an organization that helps transition refugees into a new place they call home. Program Director Cynthia Schab is here to discuss the benefits of the program. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
I'm so excited to have you. What is the Global Friends Coalition?
We are comprised of individuals and an organization that helps new Americans or refugees resettle into Grand Forks and become part of the community.
Where are most of these new Americans coming from?
Right now, most of our new Americans are settling from Bhutan. We have some coming from Iran, and Iraq, but most are coming from Bhutan right now.
Why are they coming to America?
Well, they've lived in refugee camps for 20 to 25 years, and they're looking for a new life, a new start to life, and we want to be accepting of them and welcome them into Grand Forks.
So they've been in these refugee camps for so long. How are they chosen to come over to America?
You know, I often talk to people about a four-letter word called wait. They wait a long time for a new start to their life. And in the refugee camp, they don't really have a choice as to where they get to resettle, but they hope to resettle to another country. And the United States resettles a lot of refugees for humanitarian efforts, and we have a particular quota that the federal government sets for us, and then the United States accepts that number into our country.
So they don't really know where they're going, but once they get to, in particular, Grand Forks, how does the Global Friends Coalition help to make that adjustment? Or what kind of services do you offer?
Great, thanks for asking. We offer two main services. We offer just the mentor, which is a fancy word for friend, and tutoring, so helping someone learn English.
What kind of activities do you do to help transition them from new Americans into our society?
Well, that's partly the role of the mentor. So if you can imagine a refugee coming to Grand Forks after having lived in a refugee camp, where they don't have running water, they are not used to electricity, they don't necessarily know what goes in a refrigerator. Think about all the canned goods that our grocery stores have. I mean, I could list a whole lot of different things that are new to them. And so our volunteers, Global Friends Coalition volunteers, help a family get resettled and understand what some of these things are. They might take them to the grocery store and kind of point out different things. They might take them, you know, to new places like the public library. Services that you and I would take for granted that they just don't know about.
How do families deal, or how do you deal with families that are having a difficult time adjusting to the norms that we have, like going to Walmart for our groceries and kind of those simple things?
Yeah, you know, a mentor can kind of guide the way. So they might say, let's pick a store today, let's go shopping together, and then kind of pick out things as they're shopping. And just help them get familiar with all of the things that we would just not know that they didn't know. But if they're together with somebody, then they're bonding and learning new things.
What kind of things has your organization done?
One of our roles is advocacy. So we have celebrated World Refugee Day down at the farmers market in the summer, and we have new Americans that come down and dance and sing on the stage as part of World Refugee Day. We have them make some of their foods from their countries, and we offer that for people to try and taste different foods. That's just one of our main events. We have a fundraiser in the spring. It's a soup bowl fundraiser, and we invite community members to come and enjoy a bowl of soup, but learn a little bit about refugees and, you know, how they got here and how they're doing in Grand Forks. Those are just two activities.
And that just helps out a lot to get them transitioned into our society and have people help out. Is your organization unique to Grand Forks, or is it a national organization?
Our organization is unique. We are an independent 501c3, a nonprofit organization, but you know, there are other organizations similar to ours in other cities. Fargo has an organization that offers friendships and mentoring and English language tutoring, and other cities do too. However, I will say that some of our refugees tell us that they have relatives in other states that don't have the kind of mentoring that we are able to offer, and how helpful it is. Our mentors can help in other ways that we haven't talked about. For example, driving is another big one. And so, yeah, we are modeling after some other agencies, but we're also doing some new things.
That's great. How do we help new Americans feel welcome?
You know, great question. And one of the ways is just to smile at people when they're, when you see someone on the street, when you see them in the grocery store, acknowledging. We feel better when we are smiled at. And so I like to tell people, let's just, you know, remember our neighbors and be friendly.
So it's just the little things that matter. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.